Cybernation Uncensored.
Welcome back to Cybernation Uncensored. We weren't talking about age. What are you talking about? My name is Nigel. I'll be a storyteller for the soon-to-end Chronicle that we're running here, and whatever happens to these kindred and people they care about. And I don't know if anyone in the audience has grown an attachment to any of these players and their to any of these characters. I'm sorry. Before we get started, let's go ahead and meet our players. Torchley.
How am I supposed to? How am I supposed to introduce myself after saying that? Ash needs to make it to LA because of Darkness Emergent. Come on, Nigel.
Alternate universes exist for a reason.
Anyway, I'm Torchley, and I play Ash Hargrave, who's definitely going to live. For sure. Oh, and she's a Malkavian, if we didn't know.
Captain?
I am Captain. Surely I will also live, because I play Aaron Strangelove the Tremere.
Petra?
Hi, I'm Petra. I play Cecil the Brewheart, and I'm going into the Mafia, so yeah.
Yeah, they have a high survivability rate. Big.
I love this planet.
I'm Shig, and I play Renee Winslow, the Toreador. And I've been a part of 3 CNU games. 2 out of 3 I've died, so this better not be a third. I better break this streak.
Okay. Weird to choose to try and break that streak with, but alright. Usual disclaimers before we start. We may be covering some topics that are not suitable for people, under the age of 18. Not like anyone under the age of 18 has ever watched anything on the internet that they shouldn't have. Mind your kids. For those who are going to be staying, remember to take care of yourself and your mental health. This game is very heavy by default and by nature, so watch yourself, make sure you're alright, and for those of you who are going to stay, welcome to our story. For tonight, we are going to take a look back into our friendly mortal Jim's life for a very specific reason. There's a scene, a wide shot of Chicago, a small park. It zooms in further and it shows his 2 young girls playing in a sandcastle, or playing in a sandbox making sandcastles. One stands behind it, the other stands in front, both of them with buckets of water balloons that they're about to toss into each other like it's medieval warfare. Their mother, very helplessly and in a futile effort, tries to convince them to be diplomatic. They do not. They start throwing water balloons at each other, and they're gonna have some laundry and a lot of problems when they get home, but at least their kids are having fun. And while their mother keeps an eye on their 2 beautiful girls, Jim is speaking to a man in a suit. Camera zooms into them. They're talking about something, it's inaudible to the audience, but eventually they clasp hands and they shake. And Jim says, "Hey, thank you for all the help, Mr. Williams." Jim, please. Call me Sean. Alright, Sean. Again, thank you so much. We totally appreciate it. Well, as I like to say, Jim, our benefactor likes to look after all of her people. That includes you and your, he looks over to where his wife and kids are. Your beautiful family. Lovely kids you got. Take care of them. You know, once you start having children, they're the most important thing in your life, right? Haha. You have no idea, sir. All I want is to give them a good life. Teach them your values, Jim. They'll have a good life. Thank you, sir. The man leaves. Jim joins his kids, tries to convince them not to kill each other with water balloons. And when the man goes into his car, he makes a call. And we see this in close-up. Miss Williams, please inform Portia that the last of her assets is in play and safe. Yeah, she was right. He grew up to be an outstanding man. His kids will probably do the same. And it just kind of zooms out into the car and into a view. Because at this point, let's not kid ourselves. Being alive means you're a plaything. And the four of you can try to deny it as much as you want, but you are just every bit as horrible as the rest of these kindred around you. You are about to kill 4 people to take your place to die again. Because their lives somehow matter less than yours. Because the lives of all the mortals around you and everyone that you're going to harm from here on in matters less than your lives, which are already over. Because let's not kid yourselves anymore, you are horrible people. You are monsters. There's no amount of gaslighting you can do to yourself that's ever gonna cover up that fact. Welcome to being kindred. You're the monsters that puppeteer the humans because you are arrogant enough to believe your life matters more than theirs. And tonight, that's exactly what's going on. All your plotting and all your scheming, you are about to kill several dozens, or at least you were talking about killing several dozens of innocent people to cover up for your lives. Because you are so important. Because you are worth all of these lives. So what do you want to talk about? The plan's been laid out. It's the middle of the night.
Are we at the Deadly Affair?
Yeah. This is you're talking about killing a bunch of people.
Yeah, this is after Aaron had just talked about their plan.
Okay. Question is, who's going to do it?
Well, there's a few options. It needs to be one person, but it could be one of us, or we could outsource. It would have to be another kindred, or someone who is willing to do it without getting in trouble.
I'm sorry, but Aaron, didn't you say that this was unanimous?
What do you mean?
That this was a unanimous decision, that we all had to be on board for this version of the plan? Or was that bullshit?
I'm not sure 100% what you mean. We have already started body double creation.
Yes. But now you're talking about adding a dozen people to the mix?
It was only an idea. After all, it was just 2 people that got us into this mess in the first place, and I'm not going to blame anyone, but the magnifying glass is what got us in trouble before, and I worry that the magnifying glass is going to get us in trouble again.
Well, it
So we
doesn't have
need
to
to
be a
make it.
dozen, right? Can it just be a few?
It's already at a dozen. We're sending how many people that Bianca is choosing to watch over us, and basically sending them up as cannon fodder because the first light is going to rip a hole through all of them. So they're already dead. And then we're talking about killing or kidnapping another dozen. I mean, but when is enough enough? When do we decide that our lives aren't worth this?
I think it's completely worth it for what I'm about to do afterwards. I think that these people that we kill, or I kill, whoever we kill, is going to benefit for me in terms of making sure I'm alive, and when I'm alive, I can help other people. Yes, it's bloody, and yes, I don't think any of us particularly really enjoy doing this, but I'd much rather get through this, go the long way, and risk us going through risk-free without having those people that we just killed die for nothing if we get caught. But it has to be unanimous, so I'm not going to push anyone into one side or the other. That's just my opinion.
Well,
Like a grandstand, it's...
if it's a numbers game, how many people are gonna hurt just by being alive? For how many centuries? You're never gonna balance the scale. Or at least that's the voice in Ash's head. Your own voice talking to you. Your living will never balance the scale. Because you are always gonna sacrifice people to live. You're always gonna hurt people to live. You are always gonna be the monster that you are to live. There's no amount of good you can do that's ever gonna balance that. Look at the kindred around you. You know who all of you sound like right now? The prince. The man who's made your lives horrible. The man who decided that when you wanted to step away from doing any job that involves children, that he would teach you a lesson and force you into it and make sure that you fall into a trap that would ruin you. That's who you sound like. Can you live with yourself? And these voices will plague you, Ash, for the rest of this conversation. You're just like him. Continue.
I'm not gonna sit here and grandstand and say that, for this dozen that we will sacrifice, I'm gonna go and donate 3 million to an organization that will save countless. I'm not gonna grandstand and say that's what's gonna happen and that's what balances out our actions. Because the truth of the matter is, we aren't human. We aren't. That's how it is. We are dead. We are corpses. That is the logical answer, and so I'm not saying we act as such. But I am saying that we don't have the luxury in picking who we get to feel bad for.
Grandstanding? Is that supposed to... Well, if it makes you feel any better about this case, you know what? It's not really about also helping people. I also just want to live. That's another main thing. I don't necessarily want to die, and I don't want to die too early. And I don't know what's more selfless or selfish than not wanting to die, but one thing I will say is that I don't want anyone to go through what I had to go through in the streets of Chicago ever again. I don't want to regardless of how many people get killed in the process, or in this case, how many people get killed right now, and once I go into Bianca, I get more control. I don't want anyone going through that again. And if that means in the moral scale, I do worse than that, then so be it. But that's my goal, and I'm going to do it. It's just about what all you want to do and what your goals are, and if you're willing to go this far to do. Because if not, then we have to do something different.
I'm open to other ideas.
I mean, if I just decided that I wanted to take no part in it and I would rather die in this haven than participate in what you're doing, I'm assuming that you all would just carry out the plan as is. Right?
I would, but I really don't like what you're insisting in terms of you just killing yourself right here.
Fuck that, I wouldn't. I
Ash,
don't want you to die either.
Mm-hmm.
you know who thought that there are certain things more important that you could sacrifice a few innocent lives for? To keep up a facade? Your mother. And your pastor. And all of those kids he harmed. They believed that they were serving the greater good. That the image that they were keeping up for the community was important. That they could forgive everything that the horrible pastor had done. Seems a little similar, doesn't it? Lives being treated as numbers.
Look.
Renee.
I don't... Oh.
Sorry, Renee. Lucian treated your mother like a number. Way to be just like him.
Oh, you had to do that to me.
Way to be just like him. Go on, Ash.
Thing is that I know that this plan will work, Aaron. And I know that the chances of us surviving without doing this and covering our bases are slim to none. I also know that regardless of you saying that the blame isn't on me or anything, I put us in this position. I did this to us. I'm the reason why the freaking Second Inquisition is in Chicago in the first place. So.
It doesn't matter.
Do whatever you guys are gonna do. I don't want any part of it. And Ash just leaves.
You know, the funny thing is, I don't necessarily have to do the plan to get away with it. I had a deal from Bianca which would involve me getting killed already and having a new body. So I'm covered, which means I could easily just go behind you guys and just do it myself, but I'm not a fucking person to do that. And at the very least, if I want to show some gratitude, I at least want to help you guys out. And the last thing I want to do is just die by myself and have you guys die for real. Even if it is bad with how she feels, but...
And is there really no other option here? Is this our only way out?
You could risk it.
Ash has to know.
Or, just to answer Renee's question, you could risk it. The only reason you're thinking about this is because you think they're gonna see through you killing 4 people. There's every chance they won't.
Who says that Ash has to be part of it for us to not continue doing it? We can just still kill those people, but I think just Ash doesn't want to be involved in the process, which can't do much about that.
Didn't want her to be a part of the process anyways. It's not her strength. It's gonna
It's
be
just that
after the fact is when she will help us.
it's if we want to commit to the code that, I mean, we said there's something about a unanimous decision floating around. Do we want to commit to that, or do we want to just make the decision for her?
I'm not sure.
I don't know either.
Well, we can't think on it for too long. We have to make a decision soon. And I don't know about you, but if pissing off Ash probably forever means saving you two, or helping this plan a lot, not saving, but if that means helping you two out, then it's a sacrifice I have to make.
I'm gonna go talk to Ash for a moment. I'll come back. 5, 10, 15, something like that.
Just to point this out, for every one of these 12 people you kill, you lose a point of humanity. One kindred cannot do this alone. Otherwise, you submit to your beast fully. It is impossible for any one of you to do this alone. Now, if you have some ghouls who do it, the problem is you're still ordering those ghouls to do it. You are still taking that humanity loss. You have to divide the load, or this will not work. Aaron moves up. Where did Ash go?
I think she goes to the roof of the Deadly Affair. It's where she kind of goes when she needs to think.
Aaron follows.
I care about you. You know that, right?
I do.
And that is something I find myself battling with every day. But I like that battle. I've never felt more equal parts shitty, horrible, terrible, but so excited in all of my life. And I don't know where else it goes. And so, I was saying before, I didn't want to grandstand. Because the truth of the matter is, I don't believe I'm a good person in any metric at all. I don't believe any of us are. I think we've crossed that line long ago. But I think...
Right in that regard.
But I think sitting here and hitting our head against the wall, trying to fight the idea that we can still be redeemable, is just hindering us from being something more. I'm not saying we just embrace kindredhood and backstab, embrace all of our clan's nasty traits, slaughter, kill, climb the corporate ladder. But the more that we view things human lens, the more that we are going to see things and feel things as someone who isn't what they are.
I think it's really easy for someone who is so far removed from their own humanity to say. I wonder if the Aaron who I met a year ago would feel that same way. I worked so hard to try and gain any semblance of what humanity was left to me back, and this is going to... I don't want to go back there. I don't want to not care anymore. And if you are fine with that, then that is on you, but I don't. Who I was when I was turned and who I am now is not the same kindred as the one who suggested to blood bond you, and I don't want... I don't want to be her again. And I will,
care.
if we do this. Even if I'm not a part of it.
But why? Is it black and white in that regard? I think we've gotten a better look at humanity than any individual would have ever come to see. I think humans would have not even a glimmer of the entirety of humanity that we see. The only issue is that we see the deepest, darkest parts of it.
Yeah, and that's not all of it.
I know. But that's what makes it complicated.
Ash. There's something you're hearing.
Mm-hmm.
That's an interesting way to refer to life. I'm gonna murder 12 people. That is complicated. You don't have to do it. And you know, if Annabelle ever finds out, you're gonna lose that safe house. Even the Anarchs draw a line. Just saying.
Question. Is this voice implying that even if they do it, if I'm not a part of it, that if my coterie does this, then the safe house is also gone?
It's implying that if you have any part in it,
Okay. Got it.
if you even support them,
okay.
the Anarchs draw a line somewhere. Mass murder? That's a pretty heavy line.
Yeah.
If Annabelle finds out, you might just be dead anyway.
Mm-hmm. I can't. Even if I did support this, my plans for after, my hope for something better is gone. The Anarchs will not touch me if I do this. I can't. I wouldn't have anywhere else to go.
leave, Ash. Leave before you find out what the decision is. Plausible deniability, leave. Just leave.
I don't want you to be a part of it either.
It doesn't matter. What the coterie does is what all of us do. If
This
you
is
do
just-
this, if
Then what is another plan? I want there to be another one.
No, he doesn't. He's just as much a monster as the rest of them. Leave, Ash. Just go. Go and tell Annabelle and she'll take you in. It's our only chance. I don't want to die in your head with you.
We live
Come
for
on.
centuries. I just don't want. I don't want this slip to happen when I can prevent it now. Something needs to be done to help cover us.
No, if it doesn't, that's
Doesn't
just his stupid fucking paranoia. Leave, Ash.
can I make a resist frenzy roll? I feel like
What
this
would
is
you
like
say? Anger or
bordering
fear?
on fear frenzy. Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's giving fear frenzy.
It's just the resist
Oh,
frenzy.
I should have my character sheet open. That might be good if I do that.
You can double click the token. 9.
Oh
Wow.
God. Okay. Well, I definitely resist it. Dang it.
Ash, I don't want to die any more than you do. Especially as a voice in your head. Let's just get out of here.
Who are you?
I don't know, but I'm here. Tell Annabelle what they're planning and just leave. At least if you tell her, then she knows you're not part of it. And she has an agreement with the prince. She can't interfere with Camarilla business. So she's not gonna stop them either. Just abandon the fucking murder midget.
Look, I can see your eyes wandering. It's I know. I know. I'll leave you. Just I'll ask them to give it a little bit of time. I don't want us to do something that we don't all agree with, because that too is not going to help us. So, if you have any ideas, please.
Okay.
I'll go back. I'll let them know that we need to wait just a little bit more. Okay. Then Aaron's gonna walk back down.
In your head, Ash. You know where they are. Just go to them. Let this coterie kill itself over a bunch of people or someone's paranoia and just go to them. Do you really want to be part of a coterie that does this?
Ash waits about 5 minutes after Aaron leaves, and she goes to find Annabelle.
So you're leaving the deadly affair.
Yeah.
What would the rest of you do? If you look for her, Rick would tell you that she took her car and left.
What did she say, Aaron? I mean, I'm not gonna pretty fucking obvious what she has come to, but
I just asked her that another plan would be fine and I told her essentially how I viewed it. That was honest. But it was still a little sore. And now I think we need to hold it for a day or so. We need to think on it more. I don't think this is the only way to cover ourselves. We just don't know it yet.
I want to go make a painting, have a premonition. If there's any other way.
Please go ahead.
Also, just to ask Nigel, how long is it until the storm?
Week and a half. It's been a few days since you were given the warning. 4. Okay. What exactly do you want to know, Renee? Is there another way for this group, or is there another way for you? And Ash.
Ooh. Ooh.
Well, Aaron and Cecil are like kind of on the same page. They want to do it. I don't. So,
Okay.
I
think you misread what I said.
So, I'm asking Renee here. What is the question? For you or for
okay.
everyone?
You know what, me and Ash.
Okay.
I'm selfish.
Your painting is the quickest you've ever done because it's not really something elaborate. This is more of a, in a panic situation, what is your vision? There's no metaphor, there's no artistry. You draw a neighborhood on the Chicago map, and you see Ash there. And what you draw are kind of sketch outlines of Ash shaking hands with someone. And either you be a part of it, or you're not. Let the two who seem to be okay with murder do the murder. Secure your future.
I think after
But
that,
just to
Renee's
point out,
gonna-
you know where Ash is going right now because of this.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna leave.
That's both of them gone. Do you take the painting with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Rip the canvas off, roll it up, and Renee is leaving.
Well, I think it's every person for themselves then, so I'll go ahead and call Bianca.
Which,
We're gonna make a plan.
unfortunately, if that is what's going on, that means Aaron's the only one who has no cover. And you're gonna have to kill 12 people, and the beast is definitely gonna enjoy that. Cecil, do I take it you're calling Bianca to accept the offer?
Yes, I'm looking to accept the offer and see if I can get it done before the storm. Or like at least either on, I want to just talk and see if I can get it on the day of or the day before. Whichever one I don't mind.
Day before. They can't do it on the storm. They don't have their power.
But yeah, I guess, could I arrange it to happen in the deadly affair, out of sight, and then I also want to give the spare body, if it will do anything, to the spare body now left instead of my own body to Aaron.
Oh,
So that he has one extra.
you misunderstand. There won't be a body. We're going to completely destroy it. It's the only way to untether your spirit.
You know what? It's fine. I still have a cover, I guess, but
You also have a double now that you can have changed.
This whole like being made and being utterly destroyed and then reborn as someone else, it's a good enough cover, right? Like it should be enough layers, or do I need to do more?
We were going to offer if you'd like to have the same face and body, but if you'd prefer to be someone completely different, then yes, you would be completely unrecognizable down to your bloodline.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead with it. I would like some creative control, however. I don't want to like.
You'd like to choose a body.
I'd say same build, like same stuff. No get out stuff. No, nothing like that. You know, face still looks fine. Basically, I don't want to turn into Shaggy. That's what I want to do.
In full disclosure, the bodies we are giving you will be chosen from a select few of our human members who have betrayed our code and family. So, your selection will be vast but limited. But if you'd like to view them, that can be arranged.
I will give my faith in you, Bianca, that you will choose a body that I think you know what? I'm going full in. You can choose. And I have faith that you'll choose one that will appease me. Not that it really matters, but as long as it's not like a different skin color, because that would be like, I just feel very... Yeah?
When you arrive here, you're going to see the bodies anyway. Might as well choose. And if you don't like it, we can always have it changed by our Sumitsi contacts. Before putting your body in. It's not a problem. It's part of the offer. Your choice of a new life.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'll is it kind of like, you know, the price is right? I'm going to wait. Yeah,
No.
Thank you for the offer. I think this is...
It's more of a viewing in the morgue and choose a corpse.
Nice. Okay.
We will see you then.
Yep.
Now, you made a call, and Renee, you take your car, I assume with Valerie, just to drive you. So, interesting thing is, Ash, you arrive there, Renee's gonna arrive in like 5 minutes, but you arrive in the haven that you know the Anarchs were provided. It's a small, 3-story house, but dozens and dozens of Anarchs were forced to live here. But they're making do, they're about to leave. When you arrive, some of them look at you a little suspiciously, but they don't stop you. The first person you run into is Eva. Ash.
Hey.
What an unexpected visit.
I don't really know where else to go.
Would you like to sit down?
Yeah. You know, obviously, about the storm that's coming.
Yes.
I had a vision that during the storm, First Light are going to attack my haven, and they're going to try and kill my coterie because of something that I did. And I don't want to die, but the plan that they're talking about doing, I can't. It was one thing if it was maybe, you know, like 4 really bad people, but then they're...
Do you? Why don't we wait for Annabelle? She just holds your hand, and before Annabelle can arrive, Renee does. Looked at even more suspicion among the Anarchs. But you see her enter the door, and Eva tries to keep people at bay. They don't know why she's here. It was never mentioned that she'd go with you. So she's still the harpy of the Camarilla. So this is all very alarming.
What are you doing here, Renee?
Okay, I'll pull out my painting. I had a premonition to find any other way because I really don't want to go with that plan. And the only other way that I found is with you here.
Pretty cut and dry.
Are you gonna be an anarch too?
Well, I was talking to Porsche about where I was gonna go after all this, and I was set on LA.
That'd be cool to have you there. That'd be nice. Like just kind of like looking around at the people who are like freaking out, the kindred who are like freaking out that she's there.
When you start looking around, you'll actually see Annabelle having just entered. And when you catch her eye, she just looks,
hey.
Anyone want to tell me why the harpy is in our haven?
Hi.
We got another turncoat.
Great. We don't really have any blood to offer you, but welcome.
It's all right. It's all right.
Yeah,
I'm just.
I know I said you could bring anyone you wanted, but we're not leaving yet. So why are you?
No, there's something else.
Okay.
There's an issue with our coterie.
As of right now, we may not even make it to the end of the storm.
Well, okay.
I had a vision.
She sits down in front of you.
I had a vision that the First Light is going to take out everyone inside of the deadly affair. They're coming after us, specifically us, because of a stupid, impulsive decision that I made.
We've all been there.
But we had thought about a plan to get body doubles. I was thinking, maybe we get some really, really awful human beings and, for maybe that could be okay. But now they're talking about killing like a dozen people to try and cover their tracks because 4 people that go missing that fit our description exactly, the First Light is going to figure out that that's what we're trying to do. And then
thing is, they might not.
Yeah.
So wait, you're about to kill a bunch of innocent people for the chance?
No.
Well, I don't want to.
That's why we're here.
Yeah.
This city really is as hopeless as Victor said it would be.
No, truly, it's really awful. That's why we're trying to get the fuck out of here.
Okay. Thank you for telling me. I don't know how much protection we can offer you here, but if you're telling me because you want to get out, I welcome you to come with us, but I'm going to tell you right now, no one here is going to welcome mass murderers. So if you want to be part of this, you're not part of that. And we will be asking you, and she looks at Eva, for the truth when the time comes. I promised my friends back home that I would only bring the kindred who haven't destroyed everything that they are. So you're gonna have to agree to that if you want to come with us. Okay. We don't have protection to offer you, but if make it past the storm and meet us here on the time I told you, looks at Ash, and we'll leave. I'm sorry you have to go through this. I'm at least glad to know it bothers some of you.
I know the others don't really want to do it, but they think that they have to.
They rationalize it that
No, see, the
what needs to be
moment you
done.
rationalize the bullshit that you do, then you already want to do it. Because that means that there's no line for you. Because that means you can justify any horrible thing that you do. And that you don't have to feel bad about it. That's not what we do. She actually looks at Eva, who nods. She's actually crying blood tears. The very thought of the mass murder hurts her deeply. From Ash's perspective, whatever humanity level she's at is extremely high. And she wipes her tears. The beast is a slope. It takes one fall before you descend. Nothing justifies murder on this scale of innocent people. The only justification that has is that you want to live and you value your life more than the rest of the innocent people you kill. At that point, you're just as bit of a monster as everyone else. The Nosferatu kind of comes out of the shadows from behind the two of you. I don't know what they're talking about, but it wouldn't be so bad if it was some low-life criminals and murderers on the street. Slavers and the like. But I'm tempted to agree. The murder of innocent people. Distasteful. And he backs away from the two of you. Just come back here when the storm's over. If you're clean, then we'll leave. If the thought ever comes up, not that I think it would given what you just told me, but if it ever comes up, I'm not taking people who would even consider this an option. Let me show you out.
Thank you.
Thanks.
He walks to the door, and just, with this long, kind of leathery skin-covered hands just show you the way out, as if you needed to see that.
Uh-huh.
And you're let out. So what now? For the two of you.
I think Cecil has his own way of getting out without Aaron's plan. Just gotta think of... I I mean, I want to help Aaron do it with a different option,
Yeah.
but I don't really know what options there are.
Here's the thing, though. I mean, at what point are we mass murderers? Because if we have those thugs that are guarding us, we're setting them up to be murdered. I don't know what... I mean, I think that that's wrong. I feel like... I wonder... I mean, if it would be possibly stupid, but like, we talked about taking out the First Light and the guy who killed Zane, even though Zane, whatever his real name was, he's Zane. We had talked about taking them out. I mean, if there's no First Light left, though, are they innocent? I don't know. It's all... Camarilla's really fucked with my head. I don't know anymore.
Well, I mean, maybe we can go back and talk about that plan. See what the others think. And abandon the first one. At least, I mean, if we need most of it, I mean, we still can do the body doubles for us.
Body doubles.
I'm willing to risk it.
I mean, I'm willing to risk that for sure. And I just need to find a really, really shitty person who also is my height. Sure.
I'm sure we can find one.
Yeah.
I believe Aaron found one that's really shitty, so.
But yeah, the rest of it, I just...
Look, I'll make sure that that plan doesn't happen, okay?
Okay.
All right.
We'll find a different way.
You two are heading back?
Yeah.
In that case, since everyone's got their own plans, what does Aaron want to do?
I think Aaron would be in their room at the moment, essentially just doing the equivalent of hitting their head against the wall and just trying to figure out what they can do. It's because the way they're seeing it, Ash is going to go figure her own thing out. Renee's figuring her own thing out. Cecil's figuring his own thing out. And so now Aaron feels like they have to figure their own thing out. And so they're essentially just sitting and thinking and trying to figure out, what can I do? And some way to help that, they're going to do this. Everett, you in there?
Yes. I've always been.
I know. What the fuck do I do?
Walk into the sun.
Crossed my mind. Anything else? Any other ideas?
Explain to me exactly why I should help.
Because I do feel bad, believe it or not.
Oh. You feel bad. How sad for you.
Look, I didn't want to kill you. That's just how shit went.
That's not how shit went, that's how you decided it would go. Your series of decisions made it happen. You keep blaming everything, everyone else, but you have been making decisions. You have been choosing. So deal with the consequences of your choice. As I've had to deal with mine. Because the truth of the matter is the world, your coterie, and everyone else would be better off if you were just dead.
I needed that. Thank you.
All silent.
Aaron's gonna sit there then, and is gonna essentially ruminate and truly wonder and just reflect on the shit that they've done and on just that the battle that they're having of logic and emotion, and just they're gonna go back for a year and just think.
You started this entire life killing off a bunch of people who were just like you trying to survive. Then you killed a few more people. You turned a promising young black hat hacker into a slave that can never say no to you and doesn't have an opinion of his own. You manipulate him whether you intend to or not, because every time you talk to him, that he's the happiest he can be just being noticed. You've ruined countless lives. You've killed a child for your own survival. You have killed several people for your own survival. You have contemplated killing more people for your own survival. And the cherry on top of all of that is the truth of the matter. Because of your humanity level, you cannot get yourself to care. You should, and you know you should, but you do not. You can pretend to have emotion. You can mimic the emotion, but you don't have it. You don't care. You are, if you start pretending emotion, no better than a clinical psychopath. You don't care. Your conscience is clean. The beast does not care. You cannot care. But you know you should. You just don't. There is no ounce of empathy in you. But you've been pretending like you do. And the problem is, pretending like you do is the only way to gather these people back on your side. But you don't have it. The beast has won. You can't feel anymore. And now you're confronted with that fact.
But Erica
is a tool.
Renee, Cecil.
Survival instincts. You need them. You don't feel. You've been an echo of your old emotions. And that's been working out instinctively. If you're gonna sit here and reflect on all of it, the deep truth is, beyond that facade, you don't have emotion. You don't care. You only care about surviving. And that is what's disturbing. Because again, you know you should. But you don't. And this is the first time you've ever had to come across this. Because you've never reflected on it until now. You've never thought about it until now, and now that you do, you can't deny it anymore. You just don't care. You are well and truly dead.
Fuck. Aaron's gonna try and care. Can I try? Can I try and push through that wall? Can I try and fight those thoughts? And find why I care. Find why the soul is still there.
Here's what we'll do. You are going to have to make a humanity roll, but you're going to do it with 5 stains. 2 for the child that you killed, and the other 3 for the diableries you have committed. And if you fail to try, you're going to fall further down into not caring, and you will lose the humanity. It's an all or nothing 1 die roll. Either you gain a humanity or you lose one and you're just gonna stop caring altogether.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we take that.
Roll your humanity. It's on the blood icon of your sheet.
Holy fuck.
You try. You try. You try the hardest that you have ever tried in your life. You try as much as you could. And the fact of the matter is, it does not matter. The only thing that matters is that you are respected. And to be respected, you must be alive. Your ambition is all that matters. If these 4 will not help you, Sturbridge will. The Tremere Chantry will. You can find your help anywhere. You don't need these 4. They served as a method of your survival, and now that that is no longer the case, you do not need them. They are a liability. They do not matter. None of them matter. The only thing that matters are the ones you can use. The ones that you can trade with. The ones who will understand. No shortage of Tremere in the Chantry to help you. Plenty of them. 1 each, and it won't bother them. 1 each. There's like 30 Tremere in this city. 1 each and you're good. Covered. 1 word from Sturbridge and they'll do it. What are you gonna do? Owe Sturbridge a favor? That's a small price to pay. She'll call upon it, maybe ask you to look for something or help her research something. It's not that bad. You know that Sturbridge doesn't deal in bad faith. You know that she asks for favors from people who can commit to them. It's not bad to owe her a favor. Saves you. You don't need this fucking group. They're weak. They don't have what it takes to survive. You do. And you know who else does.
Time and time again, they've left me. Since day one, they left me. I tried to do what I could. I tried to think. I tried to be helpful. But I fucked it up. And then they left me. I had reasons, but they didn't care. So why should I? Fuck it. It's logic.
You leave?
It's logic above everything. I need to go see Sturbridge.
Then you leave. You head downtown while everyone else is out doing their own thing. You knock on her door. She looks to you. Mrs. Strangelove. No, I believe I saw you earlier this evening. Is there something else you require?
I need assistance from the Chantry.
About what?
You gave me a good idea. One that would cover all of us. Well, they don't want to be covered as much. They wish to go about their own way of it. I think Cecil has the Hikata, and then Ash and Renee have their own to follow suit to cover them. They left me again to my own.
The death of the kind too much for them then.
Yes.
Very well.
And so, I already see that I am not capable of doing it on my own. And so I will reach out with the extent of a boon, of course.
Mr. Strangelove, you are more than capable of doing it on your own, but it would be very ill-advised. I understand. We won't need the Chantry's help. I have other connections we can use. Come inside.
Good.
You have a number in mind. I believe 5 more makes for serial killing, 12 makes for a great number for the hunters, not so much for the police. 10 maybe. Or 8. Something in the middle.
The intention is to just get the hunter's eyes off. I don't want to have them look too closely.
To get the hunter's
8.
eyes off, Mr. Strangelove, we are going to have to get the police's eyes on. So, once we do this, you are going to have to lay low for, I would say, 2, maybe 3 years. I don't think that will be a problem.
No, I'm quite good at staying in.
Of course you are. I would not... She stops and looks to you for a second. I will not charge you for this assistance. A time ago when you approached me, I promised you that you and everyone else would forget about your mistakes and that you would become someone of great import. I stick to my word. You have stuck to yours and you have been loyal to me. And loyalty is to be rewarded, Mr. Strangelove. I will not charge you for the assistance you require as a return of the favor of your loyalty. But I will need you to stay here as this occurs. There's a room for you. And of course, when the storm hits, you're still welcome to join me in the considerable risk I'm going to take to go into the storm. Or you're welcome to stay here and fortify yourself. I don't foresee a problem with you staying here if you're going to cover all your bases like this, but I seek to understand the storm. And our benefactor Portia has given some direction on how to do that. It will come with risk, but the reward is far too great for me to ignore. The choice, however, is yours. When the storm comes. For now, I'll need you to stay here for a few nights while I prepare. Would you like me to find you a double as well?
I have a few in mind. I can give you them in the sense of the information I've already found. Yes.
Oh, good. I shall take into consideration. If you might write it down for me. Let us fix this problem and nip it at the bud before anything begins.
Can I send a courier, someone who can deliver a letter to the Haven to let them know where I am? Just as a way of saying, you guys are doing your thing, and I'm gonna do mine.
Prepare a letter and I will have it sent this evening.
Thank you. Thank you. I've come to figure out that the only pleasure in this life, this unlife, has been learning and seeing just how far the well of knowledge goes.
Then you understand what it means to be your clan. Not all of us need to agree with the methods of our predecessors to understand what it is our blood requires. It's a matter of perspective. If you'd like to do some light reading, I still have some ritual books I have yet to pack. It'll be your last opportunity to read through them before the storm, and afterwards you may read as much as you like, but I will have them protected in the Chantry's vaults for the duration of this event.
It's humorous. I've had all this time to train and acclimate power, but now that the storm is coming, it's as if we are reverted back down to human again.
Oh, Mr. Strangelove, you misunderstand. The power of kindred is not in the blood in your training. You will always be overpowered by those older than you, more powerful than you. No, the power of the kindred is in the resources you gather through your life. The mortals that you have in command, the resources you control, the money that you control that flows through the blood of the city. That is where the true power lies. That is how the prince achieved his goal. That is how Helena controls the city. She has not used an ounce of her power to do what she does because she does not have to. She has resources, control, and most importantly, she understands the value of time and how much of it we have. It's time you start learning that. Power, Mr. Strangelove, is what you do with time, not the rituals that you learn. They are cherries on top. The main course is what you do with your long life and how you accumulate wealth, resources, and status. In just under 200 years, I have been able to accomplish what I have because I understood that. And it is time for me to teach you that very fact. She is going to write something down. And she's going to tell you that tomorrow evening you are going to go to this address. That's all she says. You will learn, and it's time you get a head start. But for now, stay here. The sun will rise. It would be far too dangerous to go this far, so close to sunrise. Prepare a letter. I will have the courier send it to your coterie.
Thank you again.
He nods. When the other two come back, it is just Cecil. And by the time you come back, Rick enters and says, "Hey, someone from Sturbridge's, army of little minions sent this." Hands it to you guys. What does
Thanks,
the letter say, Aaron?
Cecil, Ash, and Renee. I'm going to be with Sturbridge for a couple days. I'm going to start utilizing what I can to benefit myself in making sure that the Second Inquisition and Leopold Society do not come and squash me out. I have my own plan that I'll be utilizing, me and me alone. I apologize for even bringing up the idea of such a plan to you three, for I realized it was mine and mine alone, and not for the coteries. Even still, you will see me yet again before the storm comes. I hope you three also found your way out, just as I am now finding mine. Aaron.
Well, as a lot of bases covered then, I don't think there's any more risk for any of us, so we're good. It's not the way I'd expect.
I mean, do you think Aaron will be okay?
He's
They'll live.
doing all...
But they're not going to be okay. They haven't been okay in a very long time.
I think... Well, there's a reality where we did convince them, and maybe we did do the plan where Aaron didn't turn out to be like this, but nothing we can really do now. They've made their choice, and just like how you decided to go with the Anox, and I decided to go with Bianca. It's just how the game is played, I guess.
Okay, so I guess we just have to finish getting the body doubles and then...
On
That's
that
all?
note, Ash,
Oh.
Rick is looking at you.
Uh-huh.
I shouldn't have to do this for you, because you're a piece of shit, but I went ahead and found
Okay,
you
what?
someone.
We got you donuts. That's a gift.
Why am I the piece of shit? The donuts were
found you-
Renee's idea.
I found you a body. Your height, your build, even your rough estimated age. And, cherry on top, she's a child predator.
Okay, great. Thanks, Rick.
So you want me to hit her?
No, I'll do it.
You sure? Because it's pretty easy, and I can do it in a day.
Fine. I'll do it. You shouldn't have to kill any more people than you have to.
Oh, I hate child predators. It would be a genuine
Beats
pleasure.
killing
So do
bears.
I. Okay, see, Renee says shit like that. How come I get... What did I do to you, Rick?
You support her. I expect it from her.
Look, okay? I mean, donuts are
You're-
a gift. You need to enjoy them, right?
You're the one pretending to be a good person.
Me?
No, Ash. She has always been queen bitch. You're
Hold on. No. That's not right.
no. You know who she is? Shit, what's that old movie?
I wouldn't know.
How old we talking?
Lindsay
50
Lohan,
First Dates.
What's the
Okay,
plot?
no, fuck.
Mean Girls.
Oh, Regina George.
That's her. You're the turncoat
Is it
that
because
joined
her
her
name's
group.
supposed to start with R? Is that... I don't see it.
You're calling me
Wait, Ash-
Katie? Because I turned
Wait.
coat and
Yeah.
become a bitch?
Yeah.
Look, okay, well, first off, you don't get anywhere in life without being a bitch, okay? I learned that the hard way. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do to survive.
Rick is
Okay.
just doing
And
the Will
sometimes
Smith hands of like,
that includes, I bought you donuts.
Hey, Rick. I assume it's pretty awful having to live with my first month version of myself, but with two of us.
yeah. Look, you want to screw around the girl? Be my guest, but if you want me to do it, just say the word.
Do it.
Okay. All yours. He leaves. Oh, my camera
That
died,
was
but
quite rude.
he will leave.
Oh shit, he's gone. Oh no.
No.
Don't worry about it. But do you guys want to do anything before you go to sleep for the night?
I won't.
Just call it a night?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Call it.
Okay. You guys get some rest. Make your rouse checks for the next day.
Ooh.
Hungry,
Been on a
hungry.
streak.
Oh, heck yeah.
Okay. Alright. We will take a quick break before we get to this day and see what else goes on with this coterie before they completely fall apart. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in about 10 minutes.
back.
We are
heard
back.
that.
Oops, sorry, forgot my camera. But we're back.
Oh, I'm the storyteller now. No! No,
Hey,
my
you get
power!
to run the you get to run the VTM campaign finally.
Everyone lives. Dang it.
You know, I always said death isn't the worst thing I could do to you in this game. But, so everyone can live, sure. Now, it's the next evening. Ash, you have someone to kill. Aaron, you have somewhere to be. So let's start with Aaron, since you separate from everyone. You were told to go to an area in the south side. By the docks. By a boat. Sturbridge is out, so once you travel, and you arrive there in a car she's provided, the very boat that she sent you on has a bunch of soldiers in it. Mercenary types. A mercenary group called the Seven Sins. They're heavily armed. They are particularly deadly. Even if they don't have the weapons for it, if you fought them right now, you could die. Just from how skilled they are. And when you arrive, they salute you. She's giving you the equivalent of 5 dots of allies with deadly mortals. A mercenary group of an extremely deadly capacity at your command. Who will not question their orders, who will not question you, who will not question why you're making them do it. And they will answer only to you.
Good.
One of them, who seems to be something of a commander, or field commander, look. You have orders, sir, we will carry them out. But for this particular evening, if you do not, we will carry out Miss Sturbridge's last orders.
Yes, I have nothing at the moment, so carry out Sturbridge's orders.
They nod, and they leave. And they carry their weapons in duffel bags, and put them not in stereotypical black SUVs that are armored, no. They put them in sedans and minivans, cars that the police won't look twice at. They remove their flak jackets and their armors, and they put on button-up shirts of pastel colors and corduroy pants and loafers. They look like your average, worthless, kind of just random average rich people driving in random cars, things that you wouldn't look twice at. In fact, you see them change, and even you have to look twice to realize it's the same people. They have neat hair, they don't have a military cut, they have like side parts and varying kinds of hairstyles. They all look so different that you would never guess they were a single unit. And you would never guess that shitty Subaru had 50 caliber rifles inside in the back, and flak jackets and grenades and military equipment. And they all go and drive in different directions. And you are given a number and a secure line that you may contact. Militarily secured. Perfect thing for Camarilla. You may contact them anytime and they will arrive anytime. These are the equivalent of 5-dot allies with maximum dots in reliability and effectivity. These are the deadliest people you have ever seen in your life, and they are under your control. They will follow your orders. Imagine sending this to an elder kindred in the middle of the morning. What are their ghouls gonna do? A very simple lesson from Sturbridge. Power. You don't need to have the old blood to have power. You just need to use your time properly. Once this is done, you can head back to Sturbridge's Haven. You're allowed to wait there. You can even head back home. Your call. Wherever you go, your body double and your serial killing is going to be enacted. And you don't even have to lift a finger. What would you like to do?
Aaron is supposed to remain, like, not outside for 2 days, right? That's what Sturbridge said during that whole endeavor.
You can be outside, just don't raise any alarms for now. Just keep it casual travel.
Okay.
So if you're gonna feed on one of her ghouls, which she has given you permission for. Do not feed outside, basically.
Alright. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna do that then.
Go down to 1.
I'm just gonna feed, and I'm just gonna hang out at Sturbridge's and do some reading, do some more, I suppose, some more just thinking, planning, anything that may be missed, or maybe, in the next few days, or I don't know, even theory crafting as to what the storm may be, and maybe poking some holes into some thought processes that we've not had before.
Interesting you mentioned the storm. There's only really one way to study it, and that's what Sturbridge is about to do.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to decide when the time comes whether or not you want to be part of that.
Mm-hmm. I think Aaron would want to. I think ultimately that's like, they are also extremely interested in what it is because A, Tremere Bud, and B, Aaron.
Well, you'll decide when it comes. If you want to ride on the boat with her, she has no problem with that. Just know the risk.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Now, for the other three in the Haven, particularly Ash, would you like to start finding this young woman?
I'm muted. Yes.
You're given an
Ash
address.
before she goes.
Go
okay.
ahead.
Ash, are you okay doing it by yourself? Do you want me to come with?
I think I got this.
You sure?
Yeah, it's fine. Plus, I can be invisible, and you can't. So that's part of my.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, more for like moral support, but
I appreciate it. I'm
you're
okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I got it.
Good luck.
Thanks.
For those who are sending plus and minuses, I am updating the counter. However, since we're in the last 2-ish sessions, probably 2, these minuses will no longer be imposed on the next roll. These minuses will be imposed when I save AR. So, they are now going to be banked. Ash,
Yeah.
you head out. Maybe unsurprisingly, you're heading to Uptown in a luxury condominium.
Jeez.
A particularly wealthy woman, but not famous, alienated most of her family and friends. Just kind of alone. Just someone who got lucky with some investments that have paid off, and she's kind of one of those quiet rich people. Like, she owns the luxury cars and everything, but at the end of the day, no one really knows who she is. And she hasn't made many friends. It's a risk to her other activities. When you get to the condo, there is some top-tier security. But I believe you have... Well, you can't escape the electronics.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So how would you like to enter?
Hmm.
Or do you want to stalk and wait?
Yeah, I want to stalk and wait for her to, like, leave.
You can use your unseen passage, or
Okay.
because if she you can use your unseen passage.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm kind of going to stake out the condo, and I'll still like use the unseen passage just in case there's any like CCTV. Maybe even I'll have a hat that I'll tuck my hair into because my hair is so like
Recognizable.
distinctive. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I have a wig. I don't know.
Just make a rouse check for the unseen passage.
Okay. Okay.
The car that she has pulls up and there's a driver. There's a moment where the driver opens the door for her as she's leaving the condo's lobby. You have this much time to sneak into that car and be riding right beside her without her realizing. However, this is going to take a bit of maneuvering so that you don't break the unseen passage by making a sound. I need stealth and dexterity. I'll take your specialty for it. You can take that.
Okay, sweet. And I'm gonna
2 more -2s.
I'm gonna blood surge too.
Well, that's
Successes?
still 4 successes, yes.
Yep.
No problem. You were sitting right next to her. He calls on to her driver. He drives off. He is going out of town. At least it's no one's territory. He goes to a small area in the suburbs. He parks the car. She leaves. You leave. You follow her. It's a small house amidst a lot that hasn't been built yet. Meaning like it's kind of selling the land. They're in the middle of it. It's one of those like gentrified neighborhoods where you destroy the houses people have left and then you're gonna build something luxury on top. This is the first kind of manor that's been built. She walks and you continue to follow. Sickeningly and without too much detail, there is a kid in chains in the basement, blindfolded.
Okay.
Now, Rick said she was a predator, and he's basing that on her behavior and what he's been able to gather, but he's never been here.
Okay.
She's not a predator. She's a bona fide serial killer. There are bones of children there that she's killed on the side. And their skulls are on display on a shelf like a trophy. She kills them. Probably tortures them. The kid's blindfolded. Won't see a thing. She doesn't see you. What do you do?
Like debating on like, do I want to have fun with this or do I want to just kill her? Yeah, I think even though she deserves a lot worse than a quick death, I think I'm just gonna sneak up behind her and just start feeding and draining her
dry.
Yeah.
You will receive no stains for this kill because she is anything but innocent. You may put yourself to 0 hunger.
Okay.
But you will have to make a rouse check after because you still have to turn her.
Okay.
So at 0 hunger, make a rouse. You can press X to go to 0.
Oh,
Then-
there we go. Okay, gotcha.
Then make a rouse check because you have to feed her some of that blood. You're still at 0. You turn her. She'll rise back up in a few moments. But Rick
I'll take my
handily
steak
lent
and
you.
I'll...
Oh, I was gonna say Rick handily lent you his wooden nail gun.
Oh, yes. Oh, no, we'll do that because that's less. That's...
Because the the idea is that the nail is in the heart, and if you put clothes over
Yes.
it, there won't be a giant hole.
Yes. Okay. No, that works. I forgot about the wooden nail gun.
I know you wanted to torture when you couldn't, but the thing is, a piece of wood in your heart, according to Melody, is torture in itself. You're basically paralyzed while everything around you plays out. Your senses are there, but you can't do anything about it. There's no amount of willpower that's going to stop it. And so she's going to be aware of everything in the moment, but she can't do anything. And you grab her.
Can I actually, before I grab her and leave the place, can I go out front? Is the driver still there?
Yeah. Taking a smoke.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna tell him to leave and forget that he ever saw me. So I'm gonna use mesmerize and I'm gonna use cloud memory.
You want to be visible when you go up to him? Or you want to be hidden? I'm not going to make you roll. I'm just saying, do you want to catch him off guard?
Yeah, I'd rather be hidden.
So you catch him off guard while he's taking a smoke in the car. You can hear him mumbling something as you approach. This is a fucking creepy place. And he's just looking at the clock and looks back at the house. What the fuck does she even do here? Ah, fuck it, I'm not paid to ask questions. Just need a little more money. And she pays me to not ask, so I don't ask. And he's just mumbling to himself.
Mm.
And you can see on his phone, there's a picture of a girl. Girlfriend, maybe? It's a job to him. But you can very clearly tell he has no idea what's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
You make the command, right?
Yes.
I need a rouse check for the mesmerize. He's caught off guard. He makes no roll, but just a rouse check.
Okay.
It's fine. You get a little hungrier. You erase his memory. He gets in the car and he leaves. And because this is a property that's just being developed, there's no security cameras. Nothing's been installed, and she obviously doesn't want any cameras here. You pick her up.
I'm gonna let the child, or release the child before. I'm gonna get the child out from the house.
With your face seen, or keep the blindfold on?
Keep the blindfold on.
Please don't hurt me. I
And
just
then,
want to go home.
I know, and you will. Just stay here for a little bit and keep the blindfold on. But you're gonna be okay. Okay?
I'm scared.
I know. You're gonna be okay though. I promise.
He will do as you say. He's afraid that that something might happen if he doesn't. He just sits there.
Yeah.
On the lawn.
I don't have a car here, so I'm gonna call. I don't want to have to call Rick. He hates me right now. But I'm gonna call Rick.
He thinks you're an ass. He never said he hates you.
Same
I'm gonna
thing.
call Rick. Yeah.
Yeah. What's going
I
on?
need a ride.
The address?
Yeah, I'll send it to you. Or
Sure.
Oh yeah, I can't text. It's this.
Yeah, sure. I'll pick you up.
Thanks.
He leaves. He tells Cecil that Ash needs a ride. Leaves.
Mhm.
Picks you up. Okay.
And I make an anonymous call to 911.
Give them the address. Let the police pick up the kid.
Yep.
Okay. Rick drives. Do you say anything? Or is it just the awkward silence in the radio playing in the background kind of drive?
No, I'm gonna say something. You think you're real cute, don't you, Rick?
Huh?
Your little comment the other day. Don't think that I didn't clock you when Aaron and I went to see Junk.
Are you telling me you don't have it coming?
I don't know why you suddenly think, okay, just because I am a compassionate person doesn't mean that I'm like a pushover who's like nice to everyone. Just ask Cecil.
You partook in that little joke, so I took a jab back. There's an old saying, don't start nothing, there won't be none.
It's just real interesting that I'm the one that gets those little comments and Renee, just because she's always been a bitch, as you so call her, that you don't say anything. Or is it because you think that I'm not gonna do anything?
No, actually. Because let's face it, y'all can kill me in the blink of an eye. That's been very clear the last few nights. The reason I don't say anything to Renee is because she's been through enough with the guy who turned me. He says plenty. Let's face it. He's got a soft spot for you. Not so much for her.
Yeah, that's very true.
You telling me after everything he's done to her, I should add on to that? I'm loyal to him, sure. Even I can see when someone's been through the shitter. Besides, the reason I picked you, because you seem calmer than the rest. You give me shit, I give you shit. I thought you'd be cool with the banter and the back and forth.
Just more of like that particular
Was I wrong?
I didn't. No, I just didn't.
Have you said anything?
No, and I don't know if I will, because I'm leaving, so what's the point? And I don't... I couldn't imagine talking to Renee or Cecil or Aaron about
the point, Ash, is that you're leaving.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have a what if when you leave for the rest of your damn unlife. And I know you don't want to go back to the shithole.
Just so freaking stupid.
Is it? Really?
Kind of.
Why? Because you can feel? Because your kind aren't supposed to feel? What's stupid about feeling, Ash? What's stupid about retaining enough humanity to actually feel something for someone else? What's stupid about being someone who tries to be a good person even though the world says you aren't? Yeah, you're not a good person. None of us are. So what, you just give up and become a serial killer? Nah. You try. Even if it doesn't work. Even if you're a piece of shit for the rest of your life. Even if you kill 100 people. You try. Because what else are you gonna do? Give up and be the monster? I mean, you just keep trying even though you know it's not gonna go anywhere.
You're surprisingly deep.
None of you ever bother asking. You just assume I clean the bodies and kill the people.
Man.
You know why I got into drugs?
Why?
I took out every dealer in the north side to get where I am before you guys got to me. You know why? Because I deal in the shit that isn't laced with fent. Because I deal in the shit that people will take but don't typically get addicted to. I took heroin and morphine and meth out of the market. Because you can't expect a junkie not to keep going. But you can at least keep them alive. I took control of the north side drug trade, so the only drugs that are on the market are some party shit that people won't OD on. I got rid of the fent-laced crap, so people stopped dying from it. None of you ever asked.
No.
None of you ever bothered.
With us.
Now I'm stuck with all of you.
Yeah.
But that doesn't stop me from trying. That doesn't stop me from trying to do what I can. It's not gonna change. It's not gonna balance the scales. It's not gonna do shit. So what? I'm not doing the shit to feel good about myself. I'm doing it because it's the fucking right thing to do or some shit. I'm not doing what I do because it's the right... I'm not doing what I do because it makes me feel good. I know the scales will never be balanced. I know I'm a piece of shit long before you met me. But I'm still gonna do it.
And now you don't really have the choice not to.
I was gonna do it regardless. I just don't have the choice when it comes to some other things. Like I said, just because you're a monster don't mean you got an excuse not to do things that are categorically good. You don't do good things because it makes you a good person. You do it because it's the right thing to do. And if you think it's stupid to feel anything, then you're not too different from Haircut, are you? Tell him, don't tell him. Not my problem. Not my circus. But I know a little thing or two about regret. I didn't pick on you because I didn't think you'd do anything. You could kill me a lot worse than the rest of them, to be honest, because I wouldn't be dead. Picked on you to make a point. How much more time are you gonna waste? You could die. You could leave, you could never come back. You wanna die without regret on your shoulders? Fine, I'll leave it alone. Your choice.
Jeez, is this what I sound like when I try and like
whatever
talk
you're gonna
to
say
Cecil about
yes.
humanity? That's how. Oh God.
Oh yeah. Puts things into perspective, don't it?
Yeah, it really does. I am an asshole.
Still, you ain't
But
wrong.
Here. You're right. Thank you. And I'm sorry that I didn't pay attention.
Don't worry about it. I've come to realize that your kind not paying attention to our kind is a good thing. Most of the time.
You're not wrong. That's, yeah. Being a fly on the wall in this world is actually safest thing you can be.
He pulls up to the club. Get your body there.
Well, yep, now we gotta get this body.
I got a bag. Kind of just
Okay.
shoves it in a giant duffel. Luckily, this bitch barely weighs anything. Puts it on a bag.
Oh, thank you.
He looks at you. Yeah. Well, he just kind of realizes why you spanked him. He just walks. You have your third body. Do Cecil or Renee do anything when you were left behind?
Cecil's gonna try. Cecil's gonna feed. Try and feed. That's the
Go
first
ahead.
thing he's gonna do.
Make your roll. Just click the feeding roll.
Yep, I'm gonna.
Renee, do you need some blood in you? Two.
I don't think so. Oh,
Hold
no,
on.
I'm sitting at 1. I'm good.
Give me a sec. I need to run that shit.
Wits and streetwise. You can't. Will. Yeah, there's only one you can willpower. Okay, so 2's not enough for your haven, but you can go to the rack. 2 will be enough there. So you can kind of expand your search to your neighboring, this little red outline, your neighboring neighborhood. You can feed there, it'll just take you a little more time than usual.
Yeah, I'll do that then. I've time spare.
You can go back down to 1 hunger. You don't find anyone on a particular high in your area. So you search the nearby area you know you're allowed to feed from. That's what the rack is, and you can find someone there.
Cool.
Is Renee doing anything? Because everyone's out.
No, I have to, well, okay, well, I am waiting for Cecil to get back, but I'll go talk to Val.
Cecil will be back before Ash is, but what do you ask her? Just watching a movie.
Okay, so I decided against that plan, that I was talking about. I'll just wait. Okay, wait. So we're moving to LA.
Nice. You
Yeah.
need anything done beforehand?
I don't know. Oh wait, have you tried pottery?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see it. Is it finished? Did you glaze it? I want to see
She
it.
takes out a small case with a cloth over it, and she pulls it out, and it's like it's something. It's a mangled mess of something. It's closer to modern art than it is a pot.
Okay,
You think that's like an elephant's trunk at the top?
So, can you tell me about it?
She shows you a reference photo of like a vase that has a large base and then like a thin neck going up. Something that you put like long stem flowers in. And somewhere along the base that she made is so deformed. Like it's malproportioned, and then the neck kind of bent slightly that makes it look like an elephant trunk. Don't
Okay.
just don't.
No, I'm gonna take it.
No.
I'll put it on the shelf.
No.
I might need a picture frame
You are
right
not
in front of it.
taking it.
but
She puts it on the cloth again. No.
No. It's great. For first try.
Only try.
I'm proud of you.
Never again.
What do you mean? What?
No. No, this was not. This was so not worth breaking a nail for.
Oh, you broke a nail. Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, clay is surprisingly hard. No, never again. No, absolutely
like
not.
You can't just let all that effort go to waste. I mean,
You know what this looks like?
I mean, I have words for it.
This looks like the kind of thing the short guy would have made.
You know, I could put it in their room and just not say anything, and maybe they won't notice.
No, he gives me a serial killer vibe. Ew. No, look. No.
Okay.
Just... No, this was a mess, and I was gonna throw it in the incinerator until we realized that we don't have an incinerator, which is so fucking weird. You guys are vampires and you kill people. You'd think that you'd have an incinerator somewhere around, but no, that's besides the point.
We don't really kill people. I mean, we don't want to. I mean, sometimes it happens, but you know, that's besides the point.
Yeah, and when that happens, it would be handy to have something to get into the body.
Incinerator. I can get you an incinerator.
No, not for me. That's not the point I'm trying to make.
I'm not going to buy one, but I know a guy
My
that
point
we can go
is that this is a
throw it in
horrendous
there.
thing.
You know, while we're there, I can get some blood, and you know, all will be good.
My point is that this is a horrendous thing that I want nothing to do with. It's horrible. It reminds me of how much I hate pottery and how much I miss my nail. I had to cut all my nails because then one was broken, the rest of them were still... Do you know how long it took to groove them like that?
You know what? We should go get our nails done, okay?
That would be nice. You know what I'm gonna try and do? Hairdressing. That's nice. That's simple. And no matter what I do to your hair, the next morning it comes back to normal.
That you could, yeah. I'm down for that.
Okay. Okay.
Just read up on books and make sure you don't, like, you know, butcher it like you did the vase. But, you know, I will take this vase, because I have to go get some blood, and I will have him incinerate it.
You just take the vase. No one is ever going to see this. And she...
He doesn't have to see it.
Moves to the
Okay,
trash.
well, you want it incinerated. I have the people are gonna see it. You can't just throw it in the trash. What if it breaks and then there's gonna be animals that are gonna go dig in the trash and they're gonna get cut because of the broken pieces of ceramic? That's so irresponsible.
He just hands it to you. Fine. Burn it.
I will.
She just leaves.
Okay.
Well, she just kind of leaves completely confused. Then Cecil comes back.
Is it the vase is wrapped up, right?
It's in a case and it's kind of got like a cloth over it that's wrapped up from underneath. So yeah, it's relatively wrapped up.
Okay. You know, just kind of... Hi, Cecil.
What? Did I ask or?
No.
Great. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just gonna put this away real quick. I do have something I want to talk to you about.
Yep. I have nothing but time.
Okay. I'll go hide the vase away in my room.
Sure.
So, do you remember a while back, when, let's see, oh god, when was it? You know how you said that, okay, anyway, you know how Lucian was dead? Well, he's not, and I can get him, and I don't know what to do with him. I was trying to find different torture methods, and I figured that you would have something, an idea.
The method I described to you, you said was like can't remember if you described it as boring. I think I described it as boring, but
Okay, well, now that you know the context, like, I feel like you think of something, because you did say, like, oh, you want to have a talk with him, and I was like, he's dead, and you're like, what? He's dead? When did that happen? I'm like, oh, it was during this time.
You know what? I don't. When you say the best torture method, the torture doesn't come from physical pain. I think that's the main thing you're hung up on. Yes, you can probably find excruciating ways to kill people. There's been torture methods made in the medieval times. You know, the brazen bull, the being hung and quartered, or whatever they did to that one guy with the golden.
Yeah, I mean, there's
balls.
a thing with the cage and the rats that dig into you. I mean, I want long, not short, you know, long. So
The point is that he's expecting. Is he conscious? Does he know that you're going to do this?
Well, he's staked.
Yes, but is he conscious enough to recognize that you're doing it?
If you open his
Probably.
eyes, yes.
And he's going to expect that you're going to torture him. That's the thing. Is that if he knows that he's going to be tortured, he's probably expected to be tortured what? Who else hasn't been expected to be tortured in the Camarilla? It's something that everyone is prepared for. You have to hit him with something that he is not prepared for, which is the expectation that you're going to let him free, and then don't. It's all mental. You're thinking physical, you have to go mental. You have to think, you know what would be really insulting? Maybe just not touch him for a bit, act like I'm not going to torture him, and then torture him. Or just, you know what? Offer him a choice and then make the opposite choice. Do something mentally to fuck with him that makes him really regret everything he's done. Don't just the physical bare bones, it's something that he'd expect. Mental shit is something that he can't predict whatsoever. If you want physical advice, so I'd go with the brazen ball. That's pretty dope. And
The brazen ball.
well, I mean, there's also like
That's just gonna be hard to get.
there is also the method where like you heat up metal, like these metal pliers things. You then stick someone's hand up, and then you grab like these hot pliers, and then you literally peel their skin off from their armpits.
That might be the one.
Yeah, it happened to this one guy who ran a cult in the medieval period. It was actually really horrible, but so if you want my advice, act like you're not going to torture him, act like he's going to be free, and then you just hit him with the good old armpit hair like tear off thing. Or not armpit hair, skin. It tears off skin. And yeah. Is that good enough?
Thank you. Yeah, you know, it was so much better than what Aaron. I don't even remember what Aaron suggested. It was just not it, so I just blocked it out.
Well,
I don't remember.
Aaron tried giving you some advice that was mostly like, you know, be the bigger man. But I tried explaining it to you. I think you also took it in that way. But the thing is that the best torture comes from mental torture. Dude, I'm not a fucking expert, and I'm not an expert in that. But if you really want a way to fuck with him, you have to think mental, not just physical, and also the armpit stuff.
Okay, I'll do the armpit stuff and that, along with, you know, taking his eyelids off, because, you know, that's apparently that hurts, which I had seen. So,
I mean, yeah, we have. I mean, you're saying that you've seen it. I also said to.
That was a time. That led to some interesting and probably regrettable moments, but besides the point. So, yeah, you know, I'll just take him when I move and just figure it out from there.
Yeah, you know, like, you know, Charlie Sheen had his moment, and then now look where he is. I don't know where he is, but, you know.
I don't know.
Yeah, okay. If you need another way to torture someone, I guess, I don't know, I'm going to be here. We won't forget Adam Sandler collection, so.
Valerie walked in on this conversation and then just looks at Renee. Hey girl, I got an idea.
Ooh, I'm listening.
He said mental. Well, what's the worst thing you can do to someone of your blood? Make him ugly.
You're the winner!
Find the one who kind of changes what you look like and make him ugly. Like, real ugly. Make him die ugly.
Oh, that's...
I don't think it gets any more mental than that.
In I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, there is a person that's the average scientist dude who looks completely fine, and he's tortured so much over the course of 100 years to look like this, like basically de-evolve into like a mammal. So maybe
In Husk.
Tusk.
Tusk?
No, Husk. What's that?
The movie. It's a horror movie.
Do you mean
You
Tusk or is it Husk?
Tusk. Yeah, Tusk. Sorry.
Tusk. Yeah. I have seen Tusk. That was that's a asexual person's, on my perspective, an ace person's perspective on romance. Yeah. What about it?
Are we talking about the same movie here? The guy that turns
Tusk.
into the one guy that makes the other guy into a walrus. That type of shit.
No,
That body horror movie.
It's the film where like everyone is dating, and if you don't find a date, then you get turned into an animal. Is that not?
I don't know that movie. I'm actually curious.
No, there is a film where like if you don't date someone specifically, or you don't find a date, then you get turned into an animal. That's like the fucked up part. I didn't know. Wait,
Okay,
Tusk? No, yeah, Tusk is different. What
we
the fuck
talk
is that
about-
other film?
Yeah, Tusk is different.
We talk about that movie later. She looks at Renee. I just realized that if we're talking about Tusk, you don't need be a creepy guy with the flesh things. Just break his bones. You torture a man, you make him ugly. And then you kill him.
I could, but also, just having a Smeetsy do it also is pretty good. Maybe, maybe I can have Dr. Clay do it, but I might also wait until LA. I'm not sure yet. I have no idea who is in LA.
You want to drag him to LA with us?
I'm just not gonna leave him here. It's gonna be.
Oh,
I'm not
no, I
gonna make
thought
it
you
quick
were gonna-
torture. It's gonna be a long haul.
Lobster. The Lobster. That's the film I was talking about.
I guess we can watch it,
Fuck
but
me, okay.
Lobster.
okay, fine. I guess we can figure out who is in LA and what they can do. It'll be fine. Okay. Well, that's enough talk about torture for me to ruin my appetite. I'm gonna put this sandwich back in the fridge, and I'm going to have a drink. She just leaves.
Okay, you do that. I gotta run some errands.
Ash will come back. Do you
And
say
all of a
anything?
sudden, I'm just thinking about Tusk for no reason. Yeah.
Horror films. Do you know of a horror film called either Tusk or The Lobster?
Never seen Lobster. I wish I didn't see Tusk.
Okay. Yeah, because like in The Lobster, it's a thing where like if you don't date someone, then you get turned into an animal. That guy was turned into a lobster. That guy in Tusk was just turned into a walrus because for the love of the game, I
Because
guess.
there is a crazy guy that just oh god.
That movie traumatized
I'm like
me.
picturing oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Renee. Hey, Renee. You're planning on? I mean, you could turn him into a walrus. That would be pretty funny.
I'm not gonna do that. I would be tortured to myself to see it.
Well, isn't that how you know it's
I'm not doing
torture to him? Because if you can't bear to see it, how is he gonna feel?
I mean, yeah, but I don't want to.
Renee, are you open to accepting help, or more specifically, dirty work from me? Dirty work in terms of like doing the dirty. If you want to really torture him, and you mentioned you don't really want to do it yourself. I
I didn't say that. In fact, I do.
I know you said that you wouldn't really want to do it because that would involve you like handling, and that'd be pretty ugly. But if you,
No, I mean the walrus part.
yeah, I think turning him into.
Let's take the walrus out of the equation, maybe. Let's just stop talking about the walrus.
Hold on.
Like we've
Think
lost the
about
plot
this.
here.
If you, Rick is just looking at Renee. If you can't stand the sight of what you turn him into, then he's gonna stand it even less. So don't you think swallowing your own nausea of what he's gonna look like is worth what you're about to do to the guy? That you clearly don't like.
I'm good with doing it. I'm just not doing the walrus. We're taking the walrus part out of the equation. That was just giving an example here.
Wait,
So-
dude, you know what would be extreme mental torture is if you made him look like an elephant, so that every time he was staked and you saw someone in the room and then talked about the elephant in the room, that joke would be repeated to him over and over and over again. Isn't that mentally excruciating?
Who else do you think is gonna be there?
It's
Imagine
the elephant in
bringing
the
random
room.
people to see the elephant in the room.
That's the thing. It's the elephant in the room. Everyone's been talking about
Hey,
everyone doesn't want to talk about
has-
the elephant. But the elephant's
Who's
in the room.
everyone?
Hold up.
People
Has,
seeing him.
has anyone read that book where the guy just got stuffed in a brick wall for centuries?
No.
Why don't you find a place you're gonna settle in and plaster him behind the wall and leave him like 2 little dots so that he can see everything that you do and he's just gonna be stuck there for all eternity?
I mean, it's a little boring.
Well, not if you have a wall that can be open so you can poke at him with some fire every now and then for your own amusement.
I mean, yeah. Either way, I feel like when I am gonna disfigure him greatly. I'm gonna put a mirror right in front of him.
After making him ugly.
Yeah.
And then leaving him... all right. Anyway,
Somewhere. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what else is gonna happen, but yeah.
we found Ash's body double.
Yeah.
Just tossed it to the ground.
Great. We just need errands.
And there's one less serial killer out in Chicago. So,
Hey.
yay. Yeah.
I don't think
she's
we.
Not a predator. She was a straight up serial killer of children. So,
Oh, shit.
Oh.
That's worse than I thought.
yeah. Yeah.
Wait. Erin said that they had their side of the thing covered, right? And that's with do we know who the letter came from? Like what was like the Tremere or where they come?
Probably someone in the Chantry, someone with Sturbridge. I assume that that's where they went.
Well, if they are getting help from them and they presumably are cleared, then what does that mean they're gonna do? Because if I'm correct, Annabelle made or what the Anarchs don't really fuck with mass murder that much. I don't know what they said. I don't know what you talked with in terms of the Anarchs. I haven't heard what you guys talk about since, but
I don't.
that didn't.
That if we are supportive or complacent in the mass murder of people, then we are not welcome. I don't know what Aaron's doing though. I don't. And I don't know if we can stop them or if we have even the means to stop them from doing what they're doing.
If
No.
I think we should only take action if it affects us. If they are directly, I don't think they're going to stab our backs, but I think that they are. I mean, if they're going down with it, I mean, if they're sticking with the Tremere and the Tremere have a solution to all this, then what's that tell you about where they are mentally? Yeah, it's I don't know. I just want to bring that up just in case.
On that note, Aaron, you were given a choice by Sturbridge's people. Would you like to deliver the body they found yourself and head to Clay with your coterie, or would you like them to do it and represent you?
Aaron will deliver it.
They have a car prepared for you. Just need to drive. There's also a driver. So,
Right out.
while you were all discussing that then, Aaron walks in with a different ghoul who puts forth a body that has been staked. I do need Aaron to make a rouse check to turn them. They just found the simplest solution. Someone no one will miss. Someone no one will look for. A recluse hanging around in their room without a hermit, basically. I forgot what it's called, but the kind of person with the phobia of going outside. But
I can only think of the weeb word.
not that like that. It's a legitimate phobia.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a legitimate phobia. I just can't remember the term. But basically, he doesn't want to go outside. He's terrified of being outside of his home, and no,
Agoraphobic?
therefore he has no connection.
Yes, agoraphobia.
Thank you. So, you have a body. Aaron has arrived. The ghoul looks. If you would like to visit Dr. Clay today, we have a vehicle waiting.
Yes. Do we have the rest of the bodies?
There's
Also,
3 bodies in
greetings.
there.
Can
Um,
when Aaron comes in, can Ash like see or like sense the change in them that sort of happened?
Not outwardly, but there's always Scry the Soul.
I don't know if I can do that like sneakily.
No one knows when you do Scry the
Canonically.
Soul unless you fail.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
unless you have a bestial failure.
Okay.
So even if
Yeah,
you
I'll
fail,
do it.
it's not necessarily known. Except when someone has auspex, then they can see that you're trying to read something. And I don't believe Aaron has that.
we have like
Aaron has aspects.
Oh.
Well, then that depends if
Well,
Aaron
so-
activates it. So Aaron, since that's Scry the Soul, unless Ash would like to take that back,
No, I'll do it.
then against Scry the Soul, the defense is Composure and Subterfuge, Aaron.
Composure, subterfuge.
Just for the fun of it, I will give you one of those -2s now. Pick out the die.
Yes.
Because I want to see where this
I was going to
goes.
mention.
Yeah.
I was going to mention we also have +2s as well. Just to.
Yep,
clear-
there's
we
5
also
of them.
have 5, I think.
But
Yeah,
one
I'm not
-2.
I'm not eating a +2 for that.
You,
It'd
Ash,
be really funny too. But
you may ask
So funny.
2 questions.
Okay.
Unless you'd like to fish for a critical with a willpower.
The emotional state.
The truth of the matter is there isn't one. The only thing that fuels him right now is knowledge and survival.
Okay. And it's because of the questions on there, there's not really anything else. I was
Well, if you want
looking
to ask
know.
something on your own.
Yeah, I kind of just want to see like where his, or if I can get a sense that he's lost even more humanity.
You get the sense that it no longer bothers him. That it no longer bothers them. They're unburdened. Not necessarily humanity loss, but then again, you could never gauge how much humanity they had in the first place. What you sense is that they are unburdened by any of this.
we could go to Clay tonight if we have all of our individuals prepared. I think it would be fair to do so. I think he needed a few days, if I remember right.
He wanted a few days.
I'm having my body picked out, me, so I'm the only person that doesn't really have to coincide with Mr. Clay. Not Gray, Clay.
You still need a body double to take your stand-in to die.
But I still need a body double to take in my place to die, so
Yeah, we have yours.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, we got yours last time.
Cool.
Well, I did.
Unless
well,
you,
yeah.
You got me, so it not even out.
you were the first one to get it. What do you mean you needed another body?
Dude, I'm now like I have one body and now I'm going into another body after this. I'm just in bodyception.
So what exactly is happening?
I'm being made into the Hikata. Before
Okay,
the storm.
back up.
Whoa.
Back up.
Yeah.
We need all the tea here. We're missing so much context.
Well, the tea is that me and Bianca have been best buddies for ages, and she has now extended a hand into inviting me into the Hikata family. And I want to stay here in Chicago. And I'm taking the offer because not only is it another layer of protection because I get destroyed and a new person is born, but it's just generally the safer option. And also because me and Bianca are, like I said, besties, which empowers everything, I guess.
Does Alice know that you're doing this?
I prefer not many people to know this. I want a lot of people to think I'm dead. And
Our start?
maybe I'll tell Alice, but I want to keep as few kindred as possible, just to reduce the odds of the First Light or anyone else finding out that I'm another person.
So you are leaving then?
Leaving. I mean, all leaving.
All of us. But no, you're not just leaving, you're cutting ties with all of us. Because you go that route, you likely won't be able to associate with us anymore, period.
I think as soon as you guys wanted to join, as soon as some of you wanted to join the Anarchs, I came to that realization a lot sooner than you'd think. And if that means cutting ties with all of us, which, by the way, I mean, something could happen, but obviously, realistically, not bound to happen. But if cutting our ties and not seeing any of you again means that we all live as close to a happy, healthy, carefree life as we can, then yeah, I'm willing to take that sacrifice.
I respect that. That's just not all what I expected that was going to happen, so that was kind of a shock, but it makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know why. I swear I would have told you guys sooner, but I think I'm glad I told you now rather than shocking you with the Diesel 2.0. I need a new name as well. That'd be. I don't need a new.
I just.
Diesel.
I mean, do you mind your name?
I just want to, like, you know, maybe you've already thought about this, but like, you do realize that, you know, them becoming like a Hakata, you won't really be you anymore. Like, the Bruja and you, like, standing for freedom, like, that's gonna be gone.
Well, I did have one very old wise kindred tell me about how much the Bruja are sort of they are hateful to themselves, and being a Bruja has made me realize that this isn't for me. Being a Bruja is not for me. And if Critias has told me anything, it's that. Which is why I feel like killing the Bruja version of myself allows for a version of myself to blossom that I think fits more in lines with what Critias believes and what ultimately I will believe.
You think that the Hakata align with what Critias believes in?
Not by much, but a lot more than the Bruja do. After all, he is one.
I mean, but at least the Bruja stand for something.
But the Bruja want to fight against, and they want to rebel against something that ultimately they have to be part of a system in, and that just causes more unnecessary human death. And by, like I said, killing that Bruja part of myself, I think I kill all aspects of wanting to be free. And ultimately, I think me being free has led to more deaths than anything, which is why I'm making that jump.
Wow.
Not in an attempt to sway your opinion or anything, but the Hakata are the clan of death. Just bar none. That is what they work with.
Mm-hmm.
And so if your idea is to escape more death with the Bruja, you are in fact leaping in with the clan that deals exclusively in it, to the point of they can transcend such.
That's the part that interests me. It's not that death is the end for them, or death is really the end in Hekata. And so, like with, he likes to go by a name. I guess with Zane and everyone else, that experience made me think of one thing, and that's being a Bruja has just been so much hate and anger that being a Hekata, yes, not much of a difference. I mean, if I were to join any clan, they would all have their downsides in terms of their morality, but you know what? Joining Hecata, I have control. I become a made person. I become someone that has control over my own morals, even if it's just a little bit more. And being part of a family, yes, I know it's a little bit restrictive, but if I have that control back and I bring that control back, even if it means restricting myself, then that is still control. And that is control that will prevent anyone from being harmed, anyone from my impulsive decisions being harmed as well. Am I neutering myself? Yes, but I'm willing to make that change because Critias told me that. And even if he is much cooler than I thought he was, regardless, I still feel like the Bruja side of myself needs to die in order to see something new.
I am really surprised. I mean, in a good way, surprised. I mean, after this whole year, like from the start, you've come such a long way that like I never even would think that you would do something like this. So,
well, I do these sermons only like once a year, so this is the only one you're getting. That's my beliefs, at least on the table. But I'm glad that you think I've come a long way. I definitely think I've come a long way in terms of those thin bloods, but I'm going to be honest. But we have all come a long way in terms of our own shit, but if it's better or for worse, I don't think that's really up for us to question and up for us to decide when this storm is over.
And then we say our goodbyes.
Yeah. I mean,
Ghoul, who's been here, you want to accompany there and just clear the throat. Will that be a yes to going to Dr. Clay this evening?
Oh, yeah, I guess.
I don't want to ghost him.
I mean, I need to go, so I mean, if anyone wants to come with, but I'm going.
Vehicle's prepared. He walks upstairs.
I didn't notice he was here. That was a crazy conversation to have.
I really forgot that he was here.
Just blended right in.
The entire time.
Do you reckon he'll care?
I mean, probably not.
I mean, if we go to Dog...
He works for Sturbridge, and Sturbridge has an alliance with Bianca, so it doesn't particularly matter politically.
Okay.
Well, let's grab our bodies and head out.
Yeah,
so,
we don't want to ghost Mr. Clay. Dr. Clay. Fuck, whatever those. One of the two.
You'll get it eventually.
You travel. About 2 a.m. you arrive. The door knocker, when you're about to... Well, there's a doorbell. As you ring it, the door knocker just goes... Help! And then goes silent.
Sorry.
And the door opens. And Dr. Clay answers it himself.
I wonder if that was there last time we were here.
Oh, it's new.
It was.
The door knocker was there. It talking is new.
Interesting.
You are here.
Hi. Yep, we got our bodies.
To the basement, please. And he just walks. Still kind of malformed, but also a little less than the last time you and Renee and Ash saw him. He's completing some kind of process. But you bring him down.
Does Aaron?
I mean, you notice the change. Like, he's malformed severely.
Does Aaron know what that process is?
A permanent change. A very painful... Because everything that Samitsi does to you is reversible. Unless they decide to make it permanent. And it becomes painful and an extended process. You know this from your Diablo. You move forward. You bring the bodies. He unwraps them. They all look like... Well, they're all your height and build. Excellent. These will do nicely. I shall have them in 2 nights. have been delivered to you in perfection. I still have your body scans from the first time. They will do. Work must begin immediately. You have done well enough. You may go.
Dr. Clay, is there a matter of boon that we should be working on as you work?
No. For this, the work pays for itself. You may leave. He does look at Ash and Renee like you've already delivered someone to him. And he will accept that as the form of payment. Your payment has been accepted. He actually gestures to the guy you delivered to him. He's now kind of looking like a tall version of the Hunchback of Notre Dame. But his hands are both like hoses that you can twist the skin in, and it just pours blood out.
Oh my god.
And his feet have bones permanently protruding from the skin. And because he's a ghoul, it tries to heal. And every time he walks, it breaks the skin. And then heals and breaks the skin and heals. So he's in a permanent state of pain.
Aaron.
Oh, and
Aaron's gonna look over this.
His hunch has a metal faucet stuffed into it, like a blood, like a blood. You know, like camels store water in their hunches. So the guy is
That's crazy.
In a permanent state of pain.
Aaron is gonna very unemotionally look at this individual in his new state, and is gonna look back at Ash and is gonna say, "You delivered that to Dr. Clay."
Yeah, he was a really, really bad guy that Clay wanted to torture.
Are you satisfied?
I mean, it's interesting.
I guess what he deserves in a way.
Interesting.
You may go.
Thank you, Dr. Clay.
Thank you, Clay.
As you guys leave, you hear the faint moans of pain with every step that you take. Like the floor is in pain. Especially with Renee's high heels.
Whoopsies.
And then you leave, and the knocker once again begs for help, and I assume is ignored. As you get back into vehicles, you are driven back to your haven. And the ghoul very simply asks Aaron, will you be staying, or will you be returning?
I'll be staying.
Very good then.
I don't aim to do a whole lot more, but who knows? Do inform me if anything changes on Sturbridge's side.
Of course. And if you require the sins, you have their number. They are yours now.
Of course.
They have their safe houses. They will lay low until you need them.
And in the storm, they are capable of movement.
More than anyone.
Excellent.
The ghoul leaves. 4 of you are stuck here. Is there anything you want to talk about before the night ends?
Do you reckon you reckon that every time Dr. Clay exhales and inhales, like he's breathing in the souls of the damned? Because holy shit, don't like. I'm gonna look around and see if he's listening. He's probably not. I was gonna say.
Oh, this is in your haven, so you're fine.
So like,
He's listening in our haven.
it's like breathing in and out. Like You know what? Being turned into like a doorknob, I guess that is less torturous than having to sit around with this asthmatic ass all the time in the fucking.
Well,
That guy's
Cecil,
weird.
as you know, kindred do not need to breathe. The fact that he is breathing is because his body is under immense stress as he's engaging in a physical change.
Physical change? Like he's working out by doing that, or
A permanent change. The Samitsi always... they follow a path that... Think of it like you see a perfect vision of yourself that you want to attain, or at least an idea that you want to attain. And so he works towards it with physical adaptations. His home, as you likely noticed, a haven is very much an extension of a Samitsi's own self. Which is why he's a bit more asthmatic. At least that's how I perceive it.
I have always had this idea. I think it was more like back when I was more with the Akata and less on focus on anything else. Had you guys ever considered the idea of, like, if we're talking about the Hikata and spirits, a spirit vape?
No.
No.
It is a vape pen that you smoke out of, and you're literally smoking the souls. You're smoking spirits. And, like, that's an idea I had for a bit, that, like, maybe we can make profit, but back when we were doing, like, the whole capitalist shit. You know, like, oh, you can take, like, a hit of grandma, and be like, you know, but...
Yeah, I feel like everything that I had just said about, like, you, like, changing and growing a lot, and you just go right back to that type. I don't know how you come up with these ideas.
It's a past idea. It's something that I was innovating with, kind of. I even had, like, a whole PowerPoint, like, kind of, like, drawn up, because we don't have access to computers.
Do you still have the PowerPoint? Can I see it?
Well, I mean, I'll go search my room, but I had to, like, write it down, and, like, I had to write down the sheets, I had to write down the transitions, but I was going to propose... yeah, sure. And next
I really want to see this, please.
Out of character next session, I can make a PowerPoint about it.
Sure.
Oh, God.
But, this evening is starting to become uncomfortably close to sunrise. Is there anything you want to do?
I did want to talk to Aaron before.
Sure.
Well, if you guys are going to discuss your PowerPoints, I'm going to retreat to my room.
And shortly after, I'll go to Aaron's room. Look. Hey,
You need something?
Not particularly. I just, I wanted to apologize to you. Because whether it was intentional or not, I feel like when things have gotten too much, that I have abandoned you, and I just can't help but feel responsible for this coldness that I'm starting to feel. And I know that sorry isn't even really enough for this but I just wanted to say it, and I wanted you to know that I do care about you, and I always have. And I'm sorry that our paths have gone in such opposing directions.
And so you wish to apologize?
Yes.
It's okay.
I can't help but feel that I failed you. And it's
You
not
didn't
just
fail me.
once.
None of you did. I had my own decisions. And I made them. Explicitly or implicitly. There were consequences that happened as of. And now I am here as a result of said consequences. You aim to go with the anarchs, yes?
Yes.
Then it may be the best for you and Renee to both not associate with me as much. I realize there's a path that I need to go on my own as well. And that it would be bad for both of us.
So they really are gone, aren't they?
I don't know. As of right now, I don't see them. I don't feel them. I don't know if it'll be that way forever.
Well, for what it's worth, I miss the kindred who was on the sidewalk with me crying after we had to do that job for Maxwell. I miss them a lot.
And yet, I think back on that moment, and I recall wanting to be closer
I know.
and not getting it.
That is still one of my biggest regrets of my entire kindred experience, that I ran away.
It's okay. There was knowledge to be had there. I learned from it. And I realized it's knowledge that puts all of us on the path to something more. So don't be sad that it happened. Because I'm not.
Your cue, Ash, to leave.
Yeah.
Thank
You
you
are.
for coming to me still. I still want to remain together before this storm ends, and during that storm even still. After the fact, it might be a little while. And even still.
I don't know when, if I'll be able to contact anyone here, if, I don't know.
You're going to LA?
Yeah.
That will be all I need. If I wish to come see you again, I will make that decision. I'm likely going to be going with Sturbridge.
I figured.
Wherever they go, it's likely where I'll follow.
I hope that you find some semblance of solace in your decisions. And I leave.
When Ash leaves the room, Aaron will sit there for just a moment, as looking as if they were still just right there. And they'll say, I hope I do too.
She misses that kindred. The kindred that Cecil punched a hole through. The kindred that couldn't do anything on their own. The kindred that was so desperate for love and attention that they couldn't stand for themselves. What she misses is the kindred they could control. The kindred they didn't have to be afraid of. The kindred that didn't have power. The kindred that didn't have the ability to defend themselves from all their attacks and their snide remarks and their mockery. No, what you are, what's in front of you in the mirror right now, that is a kindred with power. That is a kindred with respect. Respect that you can now command. That's what you see in the mirror. That's who's staring back at you.
This voice that's in Aaron's head, whose voice is it?
It's your own. Sounds like your voice. And deep down, right now, you can't disagree with them. They're right. The kindred you are now is the kindred with power, with respect, with authority. One day, Sturbridge is going to leave to do her own thing and leave you the chantry. And then you can become her. And then you can control it. Sturbridge herself said she never stays in one place for too long. She trains people to take over. She's not like the prince. She's not like the other Camarilla. She moves on. So unlike everything else in the Camarilla, you have a ladder to climb that is actually climbable. She's given you her support. This is the kindred that survives. Not the one that gets punched. Not the one that gets a donut hole in their chest and made fun of. Still, the night comes to a close, and our story ends here for the evening. For everyone's information, because of the pace we are going at, I'm assuming we're playing next week. Next week is where we end this Chronicle, and things begin to happen for this group. And then after that, by request of the players, we are going to hold a very small session that won't last as long, that is basically answering questions and the alternate paths that could have been taken, including when exactly the point of no return was crossed for Aaron, without the players, any of the players even knowing they had. But for next week, it's going to be the end. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Unlike most RPGs, Vampire doesn't typically end in a big boom and a fight, but that again depends on what these players decide to do. So, tune in for the finale, and then after that, we're going to have a wrap-up session, and a few weeks after that, these same 4 people are going to be superheroes. Quote unquote. Thank you to everyone who's watching. So before we get out of here, let's just go ahead and meet the players one more time and see what hole you can find them under. Dorchley.
Hey Hey, I'm George Lee, and you can find me on Instagram and YouTube and Twitch at George Lee with 2 Y's. And I have a show and tell this time. This is my mug, and it's an owl, and my friend got it for me, and I love it very much, even though it has a chip in it. Yep, it's my baby, and it's holding my very important tea that I needed because I'm also sick.
Boy.
Captain, are you
As
muted?
always, I was muted. As always, I am Captain. I have no social medias that you need to concern yourself with. And typically I give an album, but I'm not going to give an album this time. I'm just going to give a single song, and that song is going to be "The Evil Has Landed" by Queens of the Stone Age.
Better.
Yeah, I'm Petro. You can find me at PetroPika HXH on Instagram. And next week is going to be the finale, but also with permission, I'm going to be showing off the vape ghost PowerPoint, which I've actually been waiting months for that, by the way. I'll explain after, but
I don't see why not.
well, nice.
Shig.
I'm Shig. You can find me on Instagram at Manascona. I don't have any art to show today, but do check out my Instagram next couple of days because I'll be posting a reel from my Aerial Silk showcase I had earlier today.
So Darcy took
pretty
over the
cool.
role of show and tell. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You will.
Well, I mean, I could show something. Hold on.
Show Abra.
Why do I feel like somehow your pride just got hit?
Here she is. Look at her belly.
You got Shig right in the ego.
Look, okay. I can't show my showcase right here and now. I mean, I can put up my phone, you can see it, but look, it's going to be better. You're going to be able to see it on Instagram.
Thank you to everyone who's been watching. Next week we end this, and the week after we wrap up, so we will see you then. Have a good evening.
Bye!
Cybernation Uncensored.